Hello everyone. It's been a while. It's been about 10 months if I'm correct. The bits happened since I last uploaded on this channel at least. I started a band. I've gone on holiday for the proper holiday away from the UK for the first time in about 6 years. I've started a channel with my mate about Five Nights at Freddy's. I've become 14. So much more. I've seen the Flying Scotsman out for the second time. I've seen the Corris Railway once for its first running day of number 10. I went to the Tallaglyn, I went to the Barla Lake Railway. I've been on the Jubilee Railway the past few days. It's been alright. So I have two reviews today. One of them, which is the first one, it's incredibly important to me because it will be the oldest model in my collection, and my uncle got it for me. So here it is. Now you'll probably be able to guess what it is based on that number, the wheel arrangement, the colour and the running company. And you can tell it's sold because it says Hornby Dublo. So let's open it up. Move this up here. Carefully remove the model. And here it is. Let's get the camera to focus. There you go. So this is an LMS 8F. These can be about 60 years at max. They started making them in 1958, so it's either 55 years. It can be 55 to 60 years old, I'm not quite sure. I think so at least. It's old, you can tell like the number has worn off on the front of the model. If I can focus that. Never mind. You can tell the middle two sets of wheels, the middle two axles aren't flanged. You can see bits where, hang on. See bits of the paint is flicked off, and you can see the metal underneath it. Screw link coupling, the motor cowl. Now the proportions on this are off, but it's 1950s or 60s Hornby Dublo. What do you expect? The valve gear's alright actually though. It's chunky, but I like it. Now, this really surprised. I need to hang on. This really surprised me considering what sort of time it's from. I need to sort that one out when I finish recording. Really surprised me. Sprung buffers. How cool is that on a 1960s model? And hang on, I need to sort this buffer out here. There you go. And then it's also sprung on the back too. Oh, that won't spring. That one will. Some bits do need gluing back on, in all honesty. It's had to be worked on because it didn't run very well. I do actually need to run this, and again I haven't run it for ages. But it's a nice little model, and I'm gonna say it's my favourite one because of how old it is, and it's a Dublo model, so it's heavy, it's die-cast, but like fully die-cast. It's cold to the touch, which is nice, I think. Now this specific one, 8012, would have been one of the ones to get sent out to like Turkey or Greece or wherever. So I think this specific one meant Greece. Like, I remember looking it up a little while ago. But yeah, there's not an awful lot of detail, but what can you expect? I do like how you could look at this from the top, just this section, just the boiler, cut out that bit, cut off the cab, and it does actually look pretty, apart from the flecks of paint, pretty modern. Here's the reverse rods. Yeah, it's a nice little model. If we flip it around on the other side, you can tell that the other side's had a little bit more wear and tear. Yeah, it's a nice little model. Before it had the work done on it didn't really run that well, but now that it's had that service done to it, runs alright. Now this is an old Dublo engine, so I'm guessing the motor's an X04, unless that's Triang. So with that, I'm going to put it back in the box, because we have another engine to review today. So let's put this back on. Hang on, there you go. You can probably tell what that is already. It is an LMS Jubilee in apple green. It's interesting, I'll say that. So, no more stalling, let's open it. This is the first time I've owned a newish Bachmann model of a real engine. I do have the Bachmann 5700, but the pannier tank, but I painted it up. It's alright considering it's the first time I did it. So anyway, let's look at the service sheet. The Stanya Jubilee, the screw for the bogie. Is that the bogie? Hang on. Yeah, it's the bogie. The details you can fit, the cab door, exploded diagram, different parts, DCC decoder, all boring stuff if you ask me, but people find that interesting, so you have to show it. And then like a warranty thing. Not very interesting. So let's open this up. Pop that back there. Let's have a look at the details first. Now, when I opened this, I was very impressed to see it has etched nameplates, which I just was not expecting in the slightest. Don't know why, it's just thought it was quite cool, considering it's Bachmann. You've got these other details: drawbar if you want the close connection, the ladders, the cab doors, brake rigging, another step ladder, cylinder cocks. Something different here. Brake pump. Some plastic for the cab. Right, now that we've looked at the detail, it's time to open the model up. Well, open the plastic up that's holding the model. wouldn't be very nice if we cut the model up or opened it up. Now here is a noticeable difference in weight compared to the 8F last. This has got sprung buffers, very lovely. It's got the smoke box door with the LMS numbering. There's the name, Ceylon 45604, 5XP, because that's its classification. British Railways, coal, not quite sure if it's removable, I don't really want to test that. Also, another thing, you have the sand things. And a problem I've had with this is this drawbar, because there's is that even on? It's really awkward. But it's a Bachmann model, who gets surprised to that? So there it goes, connected now. Yeah, it's made out of plastic, so not ideal. Does this move? I can't remember. No, that doesn't move. You have metal safety valves, plastic whistle, but from here it looks alright. Like, and going to the front, sprung buffers, a place where you can add details. Now this model, it's the only model I have to have this feature, but it worked, and then one of the hinges broke, so I need to be very careful with it. Opening smoke box, how cool is that? I might have just swollen, I'm not quite sure. I'll have to fix that after I finish recording this. But yeah, that's why I was trying to be careful with it. It's alright. I haven't run this one yet. Yeah. The next model I'm aiming to get is the Curascale Manor. Specifically Earlstoke Manor, because I've seen that. I know that's another thing I did. But yeah, I've seen Earlstoke Manor now. So that's the next model I'm aiming to get. So if I have that model, just don't be surprised. But yeah, you have sand pipes in between the wheels. Looking underneath, there's fuck all detail. Of the bogie. Now, one of my mates, I won't name his name, but he's called Zach. He actually I can't say. What's a good way to word it? He essentially just got a bunch of people to subscribe to this channel, so it's actually made me quite happy. Not that I've been depressed or anything, just imagine being depressed, like, but it's actually quite cool having that amount of subscribers. I know it's not an awful lot. It's like nothing compared to Markiplier's standards or Mr. Beast or T-Series, but yeah, the details in this are a bit better, which is expected because it's a lot newer. So let's put this back in the box, and I'll start finding a way to wrap up the video. So hang on. So if you lot want to, how was your Halloween? Like, because I really like Halloween, so it's meant to go the other way around, isn't Now actually, it looks a lot better in person, this model. The shade looks a bit darker than it does on the camera, but it's still a... Oh yeah, that's another feature. I don't know if you've just seen that. That plate on the foot plate moves, and it's very cool. Right, that's in properly. Put that on. Pack that there. Yeah, so if you want to, just comment, how was your Halloween? I know one of my mates dressed up as Freddie Mercury. That's another thing I've done. I've really gotten into Queen. 5-minute shirt. There you go. And I went over to my other mate's house to film a YouTube video for our YouTube channel, but I came back here and he said it looked like a Google Slides video, so that's a good reason to not upload, isn't it? Yeah. Let's put these here. Now, it is I. So, I don't know if he's expecting me to look like this after a year. I won't change that, don't worry. Yeah, I've not uploaded for so long because, like, I don't like recording videos when I'm not home alone, so most of the time when I've uploaded I've been home alone, because I don't know why, but when I get a proper computer set up I won't worry about that, but so I'm going to try live streaming, so that'll be a little while from now, in all honesty, but yeah, so on that note, because I probably won't upload now until like after, I don't know, I probably won't upload now until after the Queen dies, and obviously that's going to be a very long time, isn't it? So I said Queen, not King, and that wasn't a mistake. It's a very funny joke, laugh at it now. Also, after Camilla dies, because she won't fucking die for some reason, the king won't last very long. I'm gonna get terminated for this one. The king won't last very long. Then when I upload, I'll upload a video the next time something really, really wacky happens on the internet. There you go. So, not very long. I don't know what I'll do, because I don't have anything. I could just wait until like the 21st, I think it was, when I uploaded the first video on this channel, where what I'm going to do is re-review that model 2 years on. So I think that'd be quite nice for 2 years of this channel with its frankly awful, diabolical upload schedule. So on that note, I will see you lot next time. Bye bye.